Welcome into our weekly video series here at Home Church. We are so excited to continue our relationship series as this week we begin to turn the corner and talk about how to experience healing in our relationship with God. He has a list of over 100 names. These are names, identifiers of who He is. I laugh sometimes that every time I try to stick God into a box, He finds some way of blowing that box to smithereens. He blows it to pieces because God does not want to be figured out. He wants to be understood. He wants to connect, but He never wants to get to a place where we have Him completely and utterly figured out. One of His names that we see in Genesis chapter 2 comes to us from the story of Hagar, the Egyptian slave who has now been cast out away from her maiden Sarai. She's been thrown away. She's done what she was told to do. She was doing what her master told her to do. But then there was this tension added because now Hagar was going to, her son, her offspring, was going to receive the full promise of her husband, Abraham. And so Sarai throws her away. And in this midst of running away, this midst of leaving, of just wanting to get out into the desert and die, she's been thrown away and forgotten about. She's unseen. She just wants to die and go away. She can't even take watching her son die. She cannot take watching her son just starve to death and die of dehydration. So she sets him aside and she goes and is found weeping. And in this midst of this conversation with an angel of God, she says his name, El Roi, the God who sees me. Some of my greatest experiences with the Father are those moments where I know He sees me. About 4 years ago, we walked into what is now Home Church. It was called Redemption. And remember, my wife and I had been on this journey where we felt very unseen. We had experienced serving in multiple churches. We had experienced selling out for dreams and for visions that were cast for us. We were following God's lead. We were listening to His prophecies over our lives, and we found ourselves feeling very unseen, alone, cast away, thrown away, forgotten about as other people moved on in ministry. And that was a terrible place to be. And I remember sitting in this home church one Sunday, and there was a prayer circle. And as our pastor went to pray for me, he just looked me in the eye and just let me know as he was weeping that God's seen me. And we just had this intense moment where I completely lost full control because there was something about being seen, that we long to be seen. One of the highest reasons for suicide is people feel unseen. Even when you're physically with people, you can feel unseen, ununderstood, not useful. We all long to be seen in our relationships with others, in our relationships with our mates, in our relationships with our friends. We all long to be seen in our professions. We want to be seen for the hard work that we've been putting in, for raises and for opportunities to be given to us. We all long as humans to be seen. And our God's name is the God who sees. That God wants to see you and I and when we feel seen, when I feel looked at, when I feel that He truly sees me for who I am, I don't feel weird. I don't feel like an outcast. I don't feel like someone who doesn't matter, but instead I feel like I matter now. Like I have a reason to be here. I have things that I'm supposed to be doing because my Father, His name is El Roi, the God who sees. We're going to dig at this even more this Sunday. Join me at 9 a.m. on Facebook as I present to you the next level, the next series in our relationship series. We talk about experiencing healing with God. I'm going to unpack a story and we're going to just dig through it and walk through it. And I just expect that God is going to show up in your home. Even though you might be by yourself or with your family, you don't have to be in a church building. God is going to step into your world and let you experience Him because He is the God who sees. He is El Roi, the God who sees me. I'll see you on Sunday. We love you.